Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this presentation. Thank you. In today's article, I'm going to be sharing about being mistreated by someone close to us because of our brain injury. To read the article, I'll put my glasses on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. Here's the article. Being mistreated by someone close to us after a brain injury. Several days ago, I received a comment in response to my article discovering our superpower after a traumatic brain injury. The individual shared that they were frustrated with being shamed and blamed by someone close to them after their brain injury. Someone who is close to them who shames and blames them for what they are unable to accept. In response, I shared what I have learned through my own experience. After sharing my response, I felt that the information could benefit anyone who is living with a brain injury and has someone close to them who shames and blames them because of what they are unable to accept because of their brain injury. The individuals that are close to them are unable to accept the individual living with a brain injury. Response to their comment. You are welcome. For many years, I tried to convince someone close to me about my brain injury and how it affected me. Doing so made this individual angry and frustrated. He thought I was making excuses. When I finally got sick and tired of trying to convince them, I let go. I let them believe what they needed to believe, and I continued to do my best to accept my own reality. In the past 4 to 5 years, this individual and I have had a much closer relationship, a better relationship, as I do not try to convince them of anything. As I have let go, this individual is growing in their own awareness of my reality. Awareness of how my brain injury affects my life and relationships. What I discovered. I have discovered several things when interacting with people who are close to me. For people to accept that I'm doing the best I can, just for today, they would need to feel feelings and make changes. However, not everyone is willing to or able to process their feelings or make changes. Grieve what happened to me and subsequently make changes in the way that they interact with me. Grieving is a process of confronting one's denial, being angry, bargaining, experiencing depression and sadness. The process. Denial initially minimizes and even ignores reality. Anger then evolves as the cloud parts to reveal what has occurred. Bargaining then elicits the what ifs, the should have, would have, and could have messages in an attempt to change what has happened. When the individual realizes that this debating will not change what has occurred, the finality of the loss, a sense of helplessness evolves into depression. With time and support, the depression begins to lift and a degree of acceptance is gained. Acceptance that empowers the individual to make peace in the face of that loss. Acceptance that gives the individual the ability to feel feelings and make changes to empower their lives and their relationships. If they are unable to grieve and accept, instead, they may use blame, shame, and anger as they interact with us. Blame, shame, and being angry at us because of their fear. Fear because of what they do not understand. Fear because of what they do not know how to feel and change. Fear that they may not even be aware of because anger is about fear. By recognizing what is going on because of lack of acceptance, I'm able to have compassion. Compassion for both myself in my reality and for other people as they interact with me because of their lack of acceptance. As I am able to let go of my need to convince them. As I let go of things that I cannot change, whether they accept my reality or they choose not to accept my reality, I have more peace in my life. I am able to practice the principle of live and let live. Some people may never be able to accept my reality for whatever reason. That is more about them than it is about me. And as I remember this, I have an easier time living life on life's terms. And as I live life on life's terms, I'm able to let people believe what they need to believe what they need to believe to be able to get on with my life. So I'm not forcing them to believe something so I can get on with my life. Instead, I'm accepting that that is the way it is. It is what it is, and I decide and make the decision to find out what works for me rather than trying to convince them of what doesn't work for me. What helped me to grow in acceptance? I wrote an article several years ago. I also made a video presentation and a slideshow presentation of the article, which you may find to be helpful. The information helps me to have an awareness so that I can grow in acceptance. Growing in acceptance helps me to realize that I do not have to feel or stay stuck. Stay stuck because other people are unable to accept me and my reality. By growing in the acceptance of my reality, I am able to realize that I have choices. Choices that empower my ability to have healthy relationships with people and myself. And here in this article, which I'll also include in the description portion of the YouTube video on YouTube, is the article, Brain Injury, Why Do I Feel So Misunderstood and Shunned? So my encouragement to you, my friend, would be to click on the article in the video presentation description and read the article. I also have a video presentation of the article within the article link there. So before I go, let me encourage you with this. Please do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process, because, more will be revealed to you and to me with time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together in the correct order and at the right time. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, and God bless both you and your family. Bye now.